Good morning, everyone. So today I have the new stamp club for you from Tonic Studios. This video was sponsored by Tonic, and they did send these items free of charge from our review, and all opinions are my own. Any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So before I open this up, a little bit about Stamp Club. It does say club. It's not a membership. Whichever one you like, as they come towards the end of the month usually, you can pick it up, and they're generally available until they sell out. So again, it's not a membership. You just sort of pick it up if it tickles your fancy here. So let me open this up. I believe this month is called Shoot for the Stars. And I actually had to double check that because I think they already had one called that. But no, the other one is Shoot for the Moon. And so this is the new one, Shoot for the Stars. So I have not seen this clearly. Oh, and I can see already, I had a feeling just because it had a similar name, it's going to play off of that, and you can mix and match them. Of course, you can use these with anything, but how sweet. So what happens generally is they come on two pockets and two, carriers, or however you want the carrier sheet back here, and yeah, so that's all I was going to say about that. We have our background stamps, so like a little cute little kind of North Star looking stamp here. We have this little detail of a star, really sweet. And then like this is a little kind of a falling star, like little sprinkly stars behind it there. We're all made of stardust. That's the word I was looking for. I was looking for the word stardust, and there it is. We have a little planet there. We have, oh, how cute, the little rings. Ugh, with the little moons and things, or however you want to use them. Make, shine on, wish upon, gold, my, and a sky full of stars. Lots of words here. We have some background, and then of course whatever you want to put together with all these cute little stars here. And the letter A, and it's just to mix and match your sentiments here. A little star there. And a sky full of, when it's dark, look for the stars, lucky, brightest star in the sky. And then a sweet little constellation there. Cute, cute, cute. And then we have, oh, look at this one, it's like a little bolt. Then we have, oh, there it is, a larger one there, the stamps that coordinate. So again, you can stamp this, you can cut the edge with it, you can just use this as a background or however you want to use it. You don't have to stamp, however you want to play with these. Really sweet with the little moon, it looks like there, or kind of planet, I guess depends on how you want to play it up. Clouds, we have the bolts, we have lots of tiny stars, larger stars, lots of stars so that you can cut them all at once if that's what you want to do. Really, really cute. I guess you can make your own pattern too. Like, I'm just thinking about backgrounds, like if it's on the back of something, you can just tape them all down and run it through, and then you have all these cute little cutouts, however you want to make them look. We have the word star with the shadow layer, also wish with also its shadow layer, tons of star dies, and then this cute one that reminds me of the WAVEgel set with, instead of little fishies, we have the little stars, and they're in a circular fashion there. Oh, the little moon. I like how the stars are kind of different. Some of them are more like a perfect, and then some are more kind of cool guy, spread out in a different way. And then we have these cool little like shiny bits here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is grab some paper and probably some inks or whatever it is that we need, and we'll put something together. Okay, so what I'm thinking might be a little outside the box. We'll see. Hopefully this will work. What I'm thinking is we'll make a card that looks like it's changing in the background. I don't know how to explain that, but I just have a white piece of paper here. I'm going to use this guy, but first I'm going to make a background, and then hopefully we'll make it look like a little viewer. We'll see. So I have some light blue Nouveau embellishment mousse, cornflower blue mousse, and black ash, and pure platinum. And let me see if any of these are open already. This guy's open. Okay. I'm going to dip in here with a brush, and I'm just going to get some of this color. I've used this brush before with other colors. I'm just going to go in here, get a little of this blue, and I'm just going to be real messy with it. I don't really care what happens. I just want to get some color down. So I'm going to go from like this light blue. I don't think I've opened this one before. Oh, I guess I used a little bit of it. And I'm going to mix colors. I know we don't usually do that. You can take some of this out and put on your surface. I'm just going to dip in here and go into this like silvery color that is so light and pretty. And then I'm going to dip into some of this darker ash. It's going to be kind of messy. I don't really mind that. I just want it to look like different surfaces. And I'm going to cut this into it. So I just want to make sure that this is about the same size as this, at least. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to just complete. Putting some color on there. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Put everything away, and I'll be right back. Drying. It doesn't take too long. It's embellishment mousse. I mean, it dries pretty quickly. I did cut a piece of paper that's going to be our card topper, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. Hopefully that works out. I do have a piece of classic cardstock in gray. Let me see. Yeah, misty gray. Sorry. Yeah, so it's misty gray. I was gonna misspeak on the sizing because this is A4 size paper, so it's only like 8 1/4 inches wide. So I need to cut this 5 1/2 inches this way, and then cut it to 8 1/2 so I can get a standard A2 size card from that. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have my card base then, standard A2 size. A little bit crooked. I'm gonna have to trim that down. I also have a piece of glitter card. I'm gonna use this gold dust, and I don't know that I'm gonna need all of this, so I might just use one of these little scraps, like this piece here. We'll see. I might need a bigger piece, but for now, what I'm envisioning, hopefully this will make sense in just a minute. So I'm gonna take this guy and just cut this out. So I'm just gonna run that through, and then I'm gonna come in with this guy, okay? So for now, I'm just gonna cut this out just like this, because I figure it's easier to do it that way and then look at what we're doing. Rather than cut this out and then try to guess where this would land on it. So I'm gonna cut this out and I'll be right back. Okay, and the reason I chose a scallop circle is that if we're gonna make this into a little spinny card, like a viewer, you probably want something for someone to grab onto. It could be just a smooth circle. The circle I use, let me tell you, is about 3 1/2 inch circle, scallop circle. Then I'm gonna take this guy and just put it on there so you can kind of see how that's gonna work. And that I thought would be easier to line up. So I'm just going to probably hold on to this as I run it through my machine, but however you need to do, if you wanna put a little tape, you can do that. And I'm gonna run this through and I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, look at all the little stars. They're so cute. I mean, you can use that on a shaker or something else, or even on this card, there's accents here and there. Maybe I'll do that, I don't know. So yeah, so I'm gonna remove all the little stars from inside of here and clean this out. So look at that. Okay, so I'll be right back. Pretties here, just in case I use them as embellishment. That'd be really fun. So basically my plan is we need to cut an aperture so you can see through it, so you can see the little disc in the background, and then we need to cut a little side piece so that we can actually turn our disc. So just looking at it, you know, I have it on the back side here. I guess I could put it over here just so I can see what I want. And I think to make an aperture, I was thinking about using this circle, but it's a little bit small. I'm going to use this cloud. The smaller cloud. I think the bigger one would be a little bit too big. But you see, if we have that cut out, then our little guy, when he spins around, it'll just be adorable. So I think I'm going to put that just about here. And then everything else, we're just got the eyeball in just a minute because I don't really know how exactly I'm going to put this. But let's put that guy there. Okay, and then run this through your machine, and I'll be right back. So hopefully it's making sense to you now what I'm trying to do. Look at that. And as the person spins it, the stars look different. Excuse me, I haven't had my coffee this morning, so my throat's a little dry. So we kind of have to see what it is or where that we're putting this. We could have gone a little bit bigger with the circle, but the next size circle I had was right at the edge, and I didn't want to mess with that. So what I want to see is if we're about here, I'm going to take this little circle bit. And just kind of eyeball where we should put it. And just making sure we're about there. I'm going to put a little brad down in here. So maybe here. Okay, looks good. So I'm going to put this here so that we can grab that, hopefully. Maybe a little bit further in. So I'm going to tape this and move this out of the way. And now I'm going to run this through my machine, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have a little tab here. All right. Okay, I didn't put anything on here, but if you want to decorate this up with, you know, whatever it is, look at that. I think that'll be cute. Okay. And then I was gonna say you can even move it over more this way. Because as it turns, no one's gonna see. What you see here is what you're gonna see regardless of where it gets turned. And then I was gonna put my sentiment over this little area anyway. So I think you can definitely move it over a little bit more. Just so it hits a little more of that area, but I want it to be just more like this. That way a lot of the stars aren't showing. Some of the stars are still gonna stick out here and there, but that's okay. All right. I am going to poke a little hole about centered from over here. And I'm poking it through both layers. And I'm just going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Try and get this through here a little bit. And then we're going to put a brad there. That's about center. It's a little bit off, but that's okay. I'm gonna get a small brad and I'll be right back. Brad, it's not a micro brad, it's not the biggest size brad either, it's like a medium size brad. Put that there, find our little hole. Actually here I could re-gauge and say I want here, but that's okay. I'm not putting it too tight because we want it to spin, right, as we go around. Aww, okay. That's pretty good. I might redo the little hole just to center it a little better on this back side. So I wasn't really sure how I was going to do this. So let me have that, have this. And I'm just going to look at my circle again. It's about 3.5 inches. It seems like it needs to be about here to be more in the center, right? Like there. That's probably I should have done. All right, there we go. Okay, so I just pop this back in, pop it into the little hole I just made. And then I'm going to get my card base together with that little gold piece and get it going. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we have our little pieces here. We have our card base. I have that little piece of gold. Again, I didn't really cut it down or do anything special with it, but I just want to make sure that I can fit this behind here. And so as the person sees behind there, you see the little gold stars. Hopefully you can see that. And I think that's actually a pretty good spot for it, because you don't see it on the sides and all that. So I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to line out my my card topper with foam. You can just use foam dots or foam squares here and there, or you can really square this out. Let me just make sure nothing's sticking out in a weird spot that I don't want. I think that's good. Okay. So I'm just going to take some foam tape and, like I said, line this out. But if you only have foam dots or foam squares, just put, you know, in each area. Obviously here it's going to get a little tight, so I'm going to miss that. I'm not going to put anything there. I'm just going to go like from here to here. And just line it out. Okay. Something like that. Alright, and I'll be back. I'm just going to line this other area here. Okay, I'm just taking the carriers off of this. And you can put another piece there if you want to, but I'm just doing this here. And I'm going to eyeball that. So cute. And you see I haven't done any stamping yet. I'm just using the dies for now. But if you wanted to stamp on here, do some embossing, do some fun things, or maybe run the whole front page through an embossing folder. Look at that. Now, if you don't think the person's going to know to turn this, I think they will because of the notch and everything, but you can, you know, put a little arrow if you have an arrow stamp, or draw an arrow every once in a while so that they keep seeing the little arrow there, but I think this is good for now. So what I'm going to do is look at the sentiments. I think I already know which one I want to use, but let me take a look at the sentiments and what else I have here, and we'll finish up. Okay, you know, I have the when it's dark, look for the stars. I think that's the one that made the most sense with what I did here. Super cute. And then I was thinking maybe I should cut a few more clouds. So maybe I'm going to cut some of these clouds. I already have the black one from this piece here. Maybe I'll use it. Maybe I'll cut out some other ones. And maybe in the gray color. We'll see. I'm going to cut out some clouds and see if we'll use them. I'll be right back. Maybe something like this. I don't know. I have a few different little clouds cut out for now. But I'm going to go ahead and just stamp this when it's dark. Look for the stars and some black ink. And I'll just do what I normally do when I cut things out. I'll just cut it out straight. you know, just straight, and then I'll line it over some gray paper, and I'll be right back. So I just want to show you what I mean by that is I literally just cut it with scissors, and then I'll line it up on another piece like this, and then just cut around those edges, and that'll be my sentiment and how I'm matting it up there. Okay, then I'll just cut these two sides. Okay, so I'm just kind of looking at what I have here. I kind of want to do something like this. And I have this here somewhere. Okay, I am going to pop this up on some dimensionals. I think I'm going to glue this one flat just because I like to have, you know, different things. I'll come in with some of these little guys and just stick them here and there, or little stars, which I think is super cute. And they're all different colors because of the way we color that paper with the embellishment mousse at the beginning there. Cute. Okay, so let me get some dimensionals on some of these things and I'll be right back. So I have some dimensional on this here. Gonna pop this down here. I'm not gonna squish it down quite yet. I have a couple on here basically so that it misses this area, but I can still place it here. And then this guy, I'm just going to glue it down. And then I'll just go around and adding our little stars, just a little dab of glue, a little star, wherever it is that I think would look cute. I was thinking they might even look cute, like if the clouds are raining the stars, but however you want to put them here and there, you know. So again, I would just put down like a little dab of glue, a little star. You know, dab of glue, a little star. So I'm going to finish it that way. So thank you so much, Tonic, for sending these items for my review, for sponsoring this video. I'll have the links for you guys in the description box, and I'll have some images for you, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.